For 100,000 years, it's been locked away, buried under a shield of ice more than 2 miles thick. We call it Antarctica, the world's last great wilderness. But what if it's not a wilderness at all? What if it's hiding something? For decades, we've been told it's just a desolate wasteland of ice and rock. But now, startling new discoveries are painting a very different picture. Scientific instruments are finally peering beneath the ice. And what they're finding is rewriting not just the history of this frozen continent, but the very story of life on Earth. Forget what you think you know about the South Pole. For over 70 years, scientists have been tracking bizarre anomalies hidden from view. A ghost landscape of mountains and liquid lakes where the laws of nature are pushed to their limits. They thought its secrets were safe, frozen in time. But a flood of new data, combined with a fresh look at some ancient mysteries, is now revealing a chilling possibility. In this video, we'll unveil the evidence from beneath the ice. Evidence that points to a world far stranger and more active than anyone ever imagined. When you picture Antarctica, you probably imagine a flat, white pancake of ice. But that's a lie. It's an illusion created by an ice sheet so heavy it has literally crushed the continent beneath it. If you could peel back that ice, you'd see a world that rivals any other on Earth. A hidden landscape of jagged mountain ranges, some as vast as the European Alps, and canyons that dwarf the Grand Canyon. And these are not just dead rock formations. Beneath 2 miles of solid ice, there is water. Not just a little meltwater, but a massive interconnected system of rivers and lakes. In fact, recent satellite data has revealed hundreds of these subglacial lakes. Just last year, researchers identified 85 new active lakes, bringing the total number of known active lakes to 231. These aren't stagnant ponds. They're dynamic bodies of water that fill and drain, creating vast plumbing systems that influence how the entire ice sheet moves above them. The heat that keeps this water liquid doesn't come from the sun. It comes from the core of the Earth itself. Geothermal energy warms the bedrock, creating oases of liquid water in the crushing, frozen darkness. For years, the existence of this hidden world was just a theory. Now it's a proven fact. And it begs the question, if there's warmth and water, could there be life? Of all the hidden lakes, one has captured our imagination more than any other, Lake Vostok. It's one of the largest lakes on the entire planet, yet it's buried beneath 4,000 meters of ancient ice. Its waters have been completely sealed off from the rest of the world for as long as 15 million years. For a generation, scientists debated what could possibly survive in such an extreme environment. The safe bet was that these lakes had to be sterile, lifeless voids. They were wrong. After years of careful drilling, scientists finally managed to sample the waters of these isolated worlds. What they found was astounding. Life, not fish or monsters, but a thriving ecosystem of microbes, tough little critters known as extremophiles. These organisms evolved to survive in conditions we once thought were impossible for life. Finding them here proved that life is far more tenacious and adaptable than we ever knew. It can flourish in total darkness under extreme pressure and cut off from our atmosphere for millions of years. This didn't just change our view of Antarctica, it changed how we search for life on other planets. But the story gets even stranger. Recent reports from May 2025 suggest that some of the newly analyzed microbes don't match any known genetic sequence on file. Early analysis hints that this might not just be a new species, but an entirely new biological lineage. Life, but from a completely different branch of the tree. The mystery of what lies beneath the ice isn't new. It goes back centuries, long before satellites and ice-penetrating radar. It goes back to a map discovered in 1929 in a palace in Istanbul. It's called the Piri Reis map, drawn in 1513 by an Ottoman admiral who claimed he based it on far older source maps, some dating back to Columbus and even earlier. The map is remarkably accurate for its time in some ways, but it also has a stunning anomaly. At the very bottom, it appears to show a landmass right where Antarctica should be. The catch? The landmass is shown without ice. This has led to one of the most enduring conspiracy theories of all time, that the Peary Race map is a copy of an ancient document created by a civilization that saw and charted Antarctica before it froze over. Proponents of this theory, like historian Charles Hapgood, argued this was proof of a lost, advanced civilization. However, it's important to state that this is a fringe theory. Mainstream historians have a much simpler explanation. The landmass isn't an ice-free Antarctica at all, but a distorted representation of the South American coastline, bent to fit on the parchment. The map's own notes even mention the presence of large snakes, which sounds a lot more like the Amazon than the South Pole. Still, the Peary Race map planted a seed. The idea that Antarctica might hold the key to a lost chapter of human history. The line between ancient mystery and modern science is often blurry. If you believe there are still secrets buried in our past waiting to be uncovered, make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell. We're just getting started. Fast forward to the modern era. Using satellites to measure Earth's gravitational field, scientists detected something massive hidden beneath the ice in a region called Wilkes Land. It's a huge gravitational anomaly, a disturbance suggesting something of incredible mass is just sitting there. The anomaly is centered within a subglacial crater that measures a colossal 500 kilometers, over 300 miles, across. The leading scientific theory is that this is the scar of a monumental meteorite impact. They call it a mascon, or mass concentration, where the Earth's denser mantle has rebounded up into the crust after being hit. Some researchers have even speculated that this impact could have triggered the Permian-Triassic extinction event, the single greatest mass extinction event extinction in Earth's history, although this link is still highly debated. But where there's a mystery this big, speculation is never far behind. The sheer scale of this buried structure has fueled some far more imaginative theories. People have asked, could this massive, dense object be something artificial? Could the Wilkes Land anomaly be a giant, dormant spacecraft? Or maybe a buried city, so vast it alters the gravitational field? While there is absolutely no scientific evidence for these claims, the anomaly remains one of Antarctica's most profound and tangible mysteries, a real, measurable ghost lurking beneath the ice. While theories of lost cities and alien craft are fun, the true discoveries being made are in some ways even more bizarre. We're finding that Antarctica isn't just a frozen desert. It's teeming with life in places we never thought possible. Just recently, while drilling through the Filchner-Ronne ice shelf, scientists made a complete fluke discovery that shocked the biological community. On a boulder on the seafloor, 900 meters below the ice and 260 kilometers from the open ocean, they found stationary animals. Sponges and other strange creatures were just clinging to a rock in total darkness and near freezing temperatures, where it was thought no food source could possibly exist. In another area, after a massive iceberg broke away, robotic explorers found a patch of seafloor that had been covered by ice for centuries. They didn't find a barren wasteland. They found a thriving, vibrant ecosystem full of corals, sea sponges, and even octopuses. Even more incredible was the discovery of a vast, organized city of around 60 million icefish nests, arranged in deliberate patterns on the seafloor, each guarded by a parent fish. This wasn't just life surviving. This was a complex, structured society thriving in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. While theories of lost cities and alien craft are fun, the true discoveries being made are, in some ways, even more bizarre. We're finding that Antarctica isn't just a frozen desert, it's teeming with life in places we never thought possible. Just recently, while drilling through the Filchner-Ronne ice shelf, scientists made a complete fluke discovery that shocked the biological community. On a boulder on the seafloor, 900 meters below the ice and 260 kilometers from the open ocean, they found stationary animals. Sponges and other strange creatures were just clinging to a rock in total darkness and near freezing temperatures, where it was thought no food source could possibly exist. In another area, after a massive iceberg broke away, robotic explorers found a patch of seafloor that had been covered by ice for centuries. They didn't find a barren wasteland. They found a thriving, vibrant ecosystem full of corals, sea sponges, and even octopuses. Even more incredible was the discovery of a vast, organized city of around 60 million icefish nests arranged in deliberate patterns on the seafloor, each guarded by a parent fish. This wasn't just life surviving, this was a complex, structured society thriving in one of the most hostile environments on Earth. So, what is Antarctica's frozen secret? We started this journey looking for conspiracies, lost civilizations, and alien bases. The Piri Reis map is almost certainly not a chart of an ancient, ice-free continent, but a fascinating glimpse into the mind of a 16th century mapmaker. And the pyramids aren't pyramids at all, but stunning natural mountains. And yet, the real secrets are even more profound. There truly is a world hidden beneath the ice. A world of vast mountain ranges and hundreds of dynamic lakes. There is a colossal, unexplained gravity anomaly that points to a cataclysm in our planet's deep past. And most importantly, against all odds, there is life. Complex, thriving, and organized ecosystems that exist where science once said they couldn't. Perhaps the greatest secret Antarctica holds isn't about a lost human past, but about the boundless, almost alien resilience of life itself. We went looking for our own history, and instead we may have found a preview of what life could look like on other worlds. The ice is melting, and the discoveries are speeding up. The real question is no longer if we will find more secrets, but what we will find next. What do you think is the biggest secret Antarctica is still hiding? Is it geological, biological, or something else entirely? Let us know your theories in the comments below. Thanks for watching.